Yo, hangover gang, it is so hot in here, and the temperature has just picked up another notch because our man Tom MacDonald has dropped names. And today is Tom's Day, guys. It's the beginning of the weekend, and the internet has started to buzz. It started to crackle, it started to sizzle, and in a minute it's starting and it is going to melt. I know it, I know it, I know it. Our man Tom MacDonald has dropped names. And guys, I am so amped for this. I'm so excited. I'm really, really hot. It is so hot outside. I've had to shut the windows because it's noisy outside, so I'm getting even hotter. But guys, Urban Bars brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, without any further ado, without any delay, Hangover Gang, it's time to check out names.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay.
Oh my gosh. Guys, I like to stop and start. It goes back to the days I used to make pause tapes years and years ago when we just used to have cassettes. I don't know if any of you guys even remember them days, but we used to make pause tapes. Oh, really? Yes, we did. Anyway, guys, let's check out this. So what have we got here? Transphobic. We've got racist, we've got ugly, we've got trash, we've got privileged, we've got sexist, we've got loser and stupid. And if you look, guys, all of the arrows are pointing in at Tom MacDonald, who is out here. I don't know how is he stapled, strapped into this billboard? It looks like a billboard way above the population below. So guys, yeah. So all these things have been labeled at Tom, and this makes sense. This is why it's called it names, because it's name calling, isn't it? They like to label people with names, guys. I mean, we're just people. That's it. No more, no less. But they have to label us like, oh, he's pretty, he's ugly, he's buff, he's fat, she's this, she's that, whatever. You just can't, you have to put all these adjectives against people, but you just can't just say, look, this is Tom. That's it. Just Tom MacDonald. But no, he's transphobic, he's racist, ugly, stupid, loser, trash, sexist, privileged, this, that, and a third. Really? And guys, behind me, I've got a couple of books here. So one's Tupac Shakur. I don't know if you can see the other one, but that's Ice-T, and it's the Ice Opinion. So, I don't know. I like to read books as well, guys. So this is the Ice Opinion. And I think it is quite fitting because all these names are just people's opinions about Tom MacDonald. Whether they are right or wrong, I don't know. But guys, I like to just have my hip hop memorabilia just around me from time to time, just to let you know, just to let them know, But guys, let's get back to this track and let's get back to names. So literally all these people are labeling Tom all these names. And probably most of these people don't even know Tom. So let's check this out.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame.
There you go. As I said, they'll call you white supremacist, racist, etc. and attack your reputation and say that you're the one to blame. And I did a reaction. I haven't put it out yet. I've been doing some reactions with our man JBP, Jordan B. Peterson. And I've been listening to him for about 4 or 5 years now. And I've been listening to other people. But I just want to start putting some of those reactions out because these people talk a lot of sense, guys. So what is wrong, or the thing that I think that is wrong that I'm seeing, because I'm into freedom of speech more than anything, FOS. I will die for my FOS. Seriously, I'll live and die for my FOS. But Jordan Peterson is one of these guys who actually does advocate freedom of speech. And what he does advocate is he's advocating all these people trying to put labels on people. Really? And then the reason why they put labels in people is to try and bring people down. And it's all about divide and rule, guys. It's all about creating all this chaos around everything so that, we're all fighting against each other and we're not seeing who's coming in the back door. But yeah, guys, let's check out our man Tom.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names. Embrace them and they'll never cause you pain.
It's so true, guys. These are just names. You should let it wash over you like a water off a duck's back. Yeah, I mean, names can be hurtful. I'm sorry to say this, but the power of the words and names is really, really powerful. But that's only if you let it be powerful and you let other people dictate to you. But guys, we need to stand up, puff out our chests and stand tall. You know, let them call us all the names under the sun if that's what they want to do, guys. But we know that we are in the right here. So just stand firm. You know, don't let them bully you. Don't let them abuse you, guys. Just stand firm. We don't have to sink to their low levels, and just hold your head high and keep walking, keep moving, guys. Just stand tall, guys. This is the last time I'm going to wheel it. Let's go, Tom.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names, embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names, they do not define you, that's insane. And they'll just call you something different if you change.
I like the way they've got the people just standing there, just watching Tom, who's up on a billboard. You know, some of them are just looking and pointing. Some of them are taking photographs or whatever you want to call it. I was about to say selfies, but they're not selfies, are they? They're taking sort of camera images, etc., etc. Guys, I'm old school, guys. So all these new school terms are new school to me. Seriously, really? No, I've never taken a selfie in my life, and I don't think I will. But seriously, guys. So Tom is up there. He's putting himself up there, or he's been put up there, you know, as a punishment, you know, so everyone can look at him and Tom and say, look, if you do what Tom is doing, you're going to go the same way as him. You're going to be ostracized from society. You're going to be held up as a pariah, you know, someone who's sent away and who's held up to be everything that is wrong in a society or whatever. Whereas all these people who kowtow and who toe the line are, oh, good, you know, you'll do the right thing, you know, oh, you're so politically correct, blah, blah, blah. Oh, really? No. Guys, we need to be free to speak our minds. We may be right, we may be wrong, but we need to be free to speak our minds, because only from the power of debate, when someone debates you, you know, can you actually maybe even change your opinion, or you get a chance to state why you have that opinion. But from these people having cancellation culture, they're taking away the freedom of speech, the freedom of debate. I can't even speak. I'm so excited, guys. Hold on, give me a second. Freedom of speech, the freedom of debate. This is where you start to become to understand people and understand where they're from and where they're coming from. But if they take that away from us, guys, then there is no understanding. There is only just black and white. There's no grey. And that's not right in a society. We need a grey area, guys, because that's where, you know, nothing really in this world is black and white, even though they may want you to think it is. But, you know, there are areas of grey, there are mitigated areas, you know, but I don't know. And I forgot to say as well, that little guitar in the background is just nice. It's just nice in the mix. It actually fits this track so well. And can you see the gloomy sky as well? Oh my goodness. It looks like the heavens are going to open at some point there. But yeah, so let's get back, guys. You know, I like to talk. Let's get back to our man, Tom MacDonald. Let's get... Really? Names.
Call me racist. I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand...
I don't make no BLM donations neither. I'll never make a BLM donation. And at some point, I really should do a video about Black Lives Matter. It's something which I find is very divisive, and it's not right for many reasons, but I'll talk about that at some other point.
With black folks without a branded corporation, all the systemic prejudice. If you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I...
So what Tom just said is, if you live in this nation, and I take it he means the United States of America, and he says whether you're white or black, you're privileged. And I think the reason what Tom is saying is that, you know, even, yes, the lowest of the low are in a bad situation, but if you live in some other countries, it's even worse. It is even worse. They have almost no rights at all. And sometimes there's no even help from the, I don't know what you call it, your local government, your federal government, your local councils, etc., etc. So sometimes when some people are down and out, they are even below destitute. They're below even poverty. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section, guys. But I thought he just said, even if you're black and white, you're privileged. So let me know if that's what Tom said, or did I hear that wrong?
You privileged, black or Caucasian.
Hold on, I just missed that. So let's roll it back a bit.
Folks without a branded corporation, all this systemic prejudice. If you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology.
That's so true. I don't even know, guys, this is the truth. I don't even know what transphobic means. I'm going to have a guess at it. And my guess is that it's I always thought phobic was a phobia, a fear or something. So if you're transphobic, is it not that you have the fear of someone who is or wants to transition from one gender to another? But then what happens when someone is a gender fluid who, I don't know, I honestly don't know these things, but I will tell you one thing, guys, and this is in my perspective and from what I've seen a lot, and I've talked to a lot of people as well. I think 9 out of 10 people, actually a lot more than 9 out of 10, most people don't really have an opinion either way, and not even they don't have an opinion either way, they don't know enough either way, but most people don't even have an issue either way. A lot of these things have been made issues from those people upstairs, and they've made these things issues, like transgenderism, and also this thing about people who is it gender politics they call it? I don't know, I might be wrong, but I don't even know what the words are because I'm not into it. But do you know where people are saying that I'm not a mister, don't call me mister now, call me, is it call me they, and call me, I don't know. Seriously, guys, I've no issue with these people at all. You know, they've done nothing wrong to me, and etc. And hopefully I'm trying not to do anything wrong to them. But where the issue lies, guys, is where there are people, all these do-gooders, so-called do-gooders, who are getting on the bandwagon, jumping on, trying to say, oh, look, you know, this little Johnny who's 4 years old wants to become Jennifer. But I was always told that when someone is young, their opinions, their minds change like the wind. Like, doesn't a child only have legal responsibility after the age of 10 years old or something? So if a child commits a crime at 4 years old, they legally, they are not responsible. Isn't that not correct? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, guys. All I want to try to do, guys, is to turn you onto what I'm seeing and how I perceive it. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. And what I'm trying to say, guys, and this goes down to everything from things like Black Lives Matter, when the gender politics, all of this stuff is being thrown into the pot here and thrown into the public eye because these guys want to take our eye off what is really happening. I keep telling you guys about the economy. It's tanked. I told you from 2016, guys, go back and look at the audit. Look at the audit trails. Look at the world debt clock. Look at these things, guys. And seriously, this is why my channel is being shadow banned. I'm telling you guys, I'm not. And the more they do these things, the more I'm going to speak out about it. I'm sorry, guys. You cannot hold me down. You cannot hold me down. The only way you'd hold me down is when you stop me from breathing. And until you do that, guys, I'm going to speak. But what Tom is saying is this transgenderism, this transphobia. You know, Tom actually has no problem with transphobia with people who are trans. And most people don't have a problem. But what people have a problem with is how people from above are trying to recreate. And I always used to do this in history and in boxing and things like that, where people try to reinvent history from their perspective or in their own eyes. And I can't think what the word is now, because I used to say it on the boxing channels, and I just cannot remember it. But, you know, they try and recreate history, which never happened, and to make it like it did happen. So these people are putting words into our mouths and trying to make us out as the bad guys. But really, guys, sorry. I'm just going to wheel it again. I need to really keep my mouth shut. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you want to be. There you go. And Tom is right. I didn't major in biology. I took biology when I was 11 or 12, etc. And to be honest with you, there are only two genders, male and female. I do understand that you could be I can't think what the word is now. Really? Are you kidding me? Hermaphrodite, that's the word. And I think a hermaphrodite is someone who is born with both sets of genital organs or genitals, whatever. So you're both born with male and female genitalia. That's the word, guys. But, you know, all this sort of stuff about people saying that they're this and they're that, a lot of it is to do in the mind, and that is a totally different issue. What Tom is talking about is biologically, there should only be two genders, male and female. But then there probably are a tiny percentage, which is hermaphrodite, which is born part male, part female. But apart from that, everything else is literally within the human mind, psyche, etc. And that is a whole other issue. But that's all I want to say on that. I have no issue with anyone who wants to be male, who is female, who wants to be female, who is male. Those people have their own things that, you know, whatever reasons, you know, and guys, I remember back in the 1990s, and to me, this is exactly the same situation, because I've come across a lot of people exactly the same, right? So people laughed and they took the absolute mickey out of, I'm going to say it, Michael Jackson. You know, they were saying, oh, look at you, you want to be white, blah, blah, blah. That is exactly the same issue, because it's an issue that goes on in there. You know, and it's the same thing when they call white people who want to be black wiggers, wigger with a W, W-I-G-G, whatever, you know. But everyone has their own different reasons for wanting to be whatever they are or whatever they're not. And I've always said this to you people, we are individual people. We have individual brains, we have individual souls, hearts, and all other organs. They may try and group us together as this, that, and a third, but I take everyone as an individual first, and everyone has their own individual issues, their own individual drives. What drives you to get up in the morning? What drives you not to get up in the morning? You know, every single thing like that. We are all individuals, guys. So I remember very, very, very clearly. I remember when Michael Jackson did Black and White, etc. And I remember all those times when he was really transitioning from being a black artist in the very early 80s, mid 80s, until when you saw him in the 1990s, you know, a lot of people couldn't distinguish this Michael Jackson from the Michael Jackson of a few years earlier. You know, so literally people saying he's turned from black to white, you know, and he did the song Black and White. So to me, what is the difference? Let me know in the comment section, guys. What is the difference between someone who wants to change? And it's not only just in the black community where black people wanted it to be a lot lighter. There's the Asian community. I know the things in the Philippines as well. I know, you know, in the caste system as well, where some people look down on people for their color. So people are trying to use all these chemicals and stuff to color themselves to become lighter, you know, lighter skinned. It goes in every single community, people. So don't come with that. So all I'm just trying to say, guys, is that it is the same thing, and it all stems from the mind. You know, it all stems from the mind. So if people want to group everyone together, then why are you laughing at black people who want to become white and white people who want to become black, etc.? It is exactly the same situation, the same scenario. It all comes from the chemical makeup in our brain, because we're thinking that something's not right for whatever reason. So if you want to talk about gender, etc., you've got to say the same thing about the color issue as well, etc., etc. I'm sorry, guys. If you want to start labeling people and doing stuff like that, then you've got to do the whole thing. Don't go halfway, go the whole way. Seriously, don't play. Anyway, guys, let's get back to Tom.
All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you want to be. Call me Snowflake, because I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced.
I love that, guys. Snowflakes, really? And this is another thing that I didn't really know too much about. I wasn't too tough on all these terminologies like snowflake, cancel culture, this, that, and the third, all Twitterati, all nonsense, etc. Really? And that was what I wanted to say before. Our man Jordan B. Peterson did something about Twitter. Twitter is insane. It's about a 15-minute sort of piece, but I think it's well worth listening to, because Jordan has got a lot of sense, Jordan Peterson. Anyway, let me just wheel this again. That you wanna be. Call me Snowflake, because I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with woke ways. SJWs. Oh, really? Don't even go there, people. Really? See, the thing is, it's all cause and effect. A lot of things that people do, they do for maybe from a good reason, from a good start point, but they don't realize that there is cause and then there's effect from the cause. And what you've done is you've actually made situations far worse, because you don't know what you're digging into. You start digging into things, unearthing stuff, all this SJWs. Oh, we want to change this because this happened 200 years ago. But then you cause so many more issues than you're actually trying to solve and to salve. So literally, a lot of these people don't know what they're digging up and sort of what sort of Pandora's box they're opening. They need just to let lie. Not 100 genders that you want to be.
call me Snowflake, cause I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with woke ways. Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days.
They voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Is that the President of the United States? I love your acronyms, people. I love them.
Call me loser, call me bigot, call me stupid, call me bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me trigger. You can call me what you want, cause at the end of the day, man, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names. They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. Repeat it till you really start believing what they say.
I like this now. So the guitars changed up. So we had an ordinary guitar now. Then we had like an electric guitar. And in that chorus of going into it, we had like some violins or some sort of violin strings, etc. But now we sort of stepped up to the electric guitar. That's nice.
They gon' stamp it on your forehead and scream it till you break. They love to say they woke, they not awake. They're just names, afraid of anyone who ain't the same. So they classify your thoughts as controversial, not okay. Then they cancel you till everything you have all gets erased. They trying to tell the world you bad, they're just names. Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead.
Guys, I've said this from day one. I treat everyone as a human being. I don't treat you as white, black, brown, boy, girl, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. You're a human being. That's the only thing I think that keeps us together. We're human beings, guys. And Tom has just said that. Because what they try to do is, once they start putting labels on us all, in all different ways. You know, sometimes you go for a job interview and they say, oh, we want you to fill in this form, you know, this private form, which no one else will look at, to tell, you know, sort of like, where are you from? Who are you? What's your religion? What's your race? What's your this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. It's to try and put us in boxing. Box is not boxing. And it's to get us to think in that mindset, always box us in, always get us to judge people and prejudge them, put people in a box. Oh, yes, you're this, you're that, you're that. No. We are all individuals, and the quicker and the sooner we class people as individuals, then the better, because, you know, you start putting into brackets, you start people into brackets, even like what people are worth, you know, like, oh, you're worth 100,000, you're worth 1 million, you're worth 10 million. You know, it's all just to divide and rule people.
We're in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sexist. Men run the world cause they're aggressive, but behind every man there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way, that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil. I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive. I guess we ain't.
This is different, people. I'm listening to this, but I'm listening to the music. This is a lot more. It sounds kind of orchestral as well. I love the strings on this. This is, guys, I'm into production of music. I'm into landscapes, sounds, everything. And yes, Tom's lyrics are just firing here, but if you listen to the music, get a chance, listen to this, guys. This is a fantastically produced track. It really is.
Sexist. Men run the world cause they're aggressive, but behind every man there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way, that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil. I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive. I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant and jaded, call me dumb, uneducated. Call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy. Call me anything society has taught you to say. Cause at the end of the day, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored. Your sticks and your stones might break my bones, but your words don't hurt. So give me your worst. Stupid loser, ugly poser. loser, moron, liar, crazy, loner. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord.
See how they're turning their back on him because these are sheep. They always toe the line. They're looking at Tom, who's up there, being punished for whatever he said. And they're saying, oh, no, we don't want to be part of you. You see, everyone needs to really get a mind of their own and form their own opinions and not be scared to form an opinion, not be scared to stand out, not be scared to be an individual.
About the names, dog, we feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
So who's Jared Potter? We all know who Nova Rockafeller is, but I don't know Jared Potter. But yeah, this is a great video, guys. Fantastic. Guys, I'm so sorry I had to give a massive long monologue in that. I didn't intend to. Whenever I get a Tom video, I turn it on and whatever comes out, guys. Nothing's pre-planned. I don't plan anything. I don't watch these beforehand. I swear to you, I do not watch anything beforehand. I never, ever do. I mean, there's no point because all these reactions you get from me are natural reactions. I have no clue what I'm going to say. I don't even edit half of these things. The majority of reactions I do, I literally almost don't edit hardly any of them at all. You know, so if I mess up, I mess up and that's it. But guys, this was an absolutely incredible track. And I think Tom is correct. It is really going to blow the internet because there are going to be so many negative Nellies who are going to come on here and attack Tom for what he said. He called out because I stand up for FOS. You know this, people. I've said it from the start and I will say it until the day I die. Freedom of speech is the most important thing that we have, guys. The Constitution is there as well, guys, in the United States. But at the moment, freedom of speech is the one thing that as human beings, that, you know, is our God-given right to have. But what is it? But it's what they want to take away from us. Because the moment we lose our freedom of speech, when we see something that's wrong, we talk out about it. But what's going to happen in time to come when they take away our FOS? We see something that's wrong, but there'll be no words coming out of our mouths because we're not allowed to. And it's bit by bit. Do you remember what they do? What's it called when they boil the frog? They boil the frog on such a slow heat, on such a slow simmer. Simmer? Is that what the word is? I don't know. But by the time the frog realizes it's cooking, it's too late. And this is what they're doing. It's like the Chinese water torture, bit by bit by bit, drip by drip by drip. They're hitting us with all these little changes in regulations, regulatory, whatever, this, that, and the third, whatever, until it's too late. Game over. We're not allowed to do anything. And Tom's talking out. And the more people talk out, I've seen it, guys, people start to attack them. And then what you hear, you start to hear bad things about these people. Oh, these people have done this. These people have done things with their tax. These people have done things with this, that, and the third, whatever. So they get denigrated. And then it becomes easier for people to turn their backs on them. People who stand up and speak out are the bravest of the people because they're the ones whose lives become ruined. Because the people in them, whatever, they don't want this to happen. They don't want us to have control of our lives. They want us to be downtrodden. They want us to have no voice. Really? Well, I'm going to keep talking. Trust me on this, people, until they take my voice away. You know it, guys. You know it, guys. I'm scared of no one. So I only answer to one person. One person I answer to. And when my time comes, my time comes. But guys, let's talk about our man Tom MacDonald. And names. This was an absolutely incredible track. He actually spoke all the things that have been in my mind. Seriously, this thing about cancel culture, this thing about trans, whatever, and it's not even a trans thing. The trans has been hijacked by these people. They're using it as a weapon against us. You know, they make us look like the bad people, where we have no problem with people who are trans. It's how they jumped on the Black Lives Matter thing as well. There was, seriously, all these people who came out as BLM. Seriously, are you kidding me? Anyway, guys, you just have to realize that sometimes people hijack something which is good. and they turn it to something which is not so good. But I absolutely love this track. I hope you like my reaction. Sorry guys if I went over the top, but it's me. But here at Urb'n Barz, we like to give you the best music and the best reactions and the best in urban whatever from all around the world, guys. And I endeavor to try and give you the best and the best reactions. I give you 100%, whether you like it or whether you're not, you know it's going to be 100% for me. I don't phone these things through. Trust me on that, guys. But guys, remember, Tom's Day always heralds the beginning of the weekend. So guys, put a smile on your face, get your best clothes out, go out and enjoy yourselves, guys. Breathe that fresh air, go out, make fun, have fun, but make certain you look after yourselves, make sure you look after each other, and make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys. I'll see ya.